So, talking about unprotected black women, let's talk about this main subject here. Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, the controversy that just surrounds their brands on a consistent basis. And honestly, it's not more so Cardi B, it's more so Megan Thee Stallion and just the things that she's been going through. Okay? Now, before I get into their entire WAP video, my opinions, and all the things people are saying about it, I'm going to talk about the fact that Megan Thee Stallion did a post and delete of her shot foot. Yeah, she posted a picture on Instagram basically telling everybody that, she doesn't understand why people think that she's lying about being shot. Allegedly she was shot by rapper TORY LANEZ back in the beginning of July. And there's been a lot of stuff going on. They're saying that he's going to be charged and everything else, but Megan Thee Stallion isn't currently cooperating with the police department. And of course, it's not shocking that she wouldn't cooperate because she's part of the hip-hop culture, and hip-hop culture does not believe in snitching under any circumstances, and she doesn't want to lose her career, so she's not going to come out and say, yes, your honor, Tory Lanez did it, he shot me. But she has been very vocal about the fact that she feels unprotected, the fact that she feels like, she's not sure why things that happened to her has happened to her. And, today she decided to go on Instagram and she put up this post and delete. And I'm about to read this to you guys. She put it up and she took it down, but along with it, she put up a picture of her actual foot shot, with the bullet hole and all that. Okay, it looks really graphic. It's a very gruesome picture. And she shows everybody her gunshot wound. Now, with the picture of the gunshot wound, she says, "What I have learned about majority of the people on social media is y'all like to hear bad news before good news. A lie spread quicker than the truth. Y'all really be believing all the ish y'all make up." She continues and says, "I got hit at the back of my feet because when I got shot, I was walking away and facing the back. Why would I lie about getting shot? Why are y'all so upset that I don't want to be in the bed sad? Why y'all upset that I can walk? I got my stitches out my feet like 2 weeks ago. I was ready to go celebrate WAP going #1. I usually don't address internet BS, but y'all people are so sick. God was really watching over me." Oh, my phone. Hello? Okay, so my mic is kind of acting crazy. Okay. Alright, let me finish. My mic is acting crazy. Alright, so she said, where was I? "I usually don't address internet BS, but y'all people are so sick. God was really watching over me. I'm healing so well. Sorry I'm not as sad and miserable as a lot of y'all, but I'm going to keep being Megan the mother effing Stallion." And quote. And then she put this, unsavory picture of her foot shot with stitches. It's very gruesome, very graphic. The picture is actually posted by lovebscott.com. I actually have the link to that whole situation below on my actual website. This is where I got the news from. But if you want to see the full article and all that stuff, it's on djjericapod.com. And you guys can check it out. But, man, it's just, look, and this is how I feel about it. I feel like with Megan Thee Stallion, it's just sad that the whole thing happened to her. Nobody deserves to become a victim of domestic violence of any shape and form, especially a woman. There is absolutely no reason for a man to be okay with shooting a woman in the foot and, going about his business the next day like it's nothing. The things that happened to her, is something that I would not wish on any person, any woman particularly. It's, to me, it's just really just sad that she feel like she has to go on social media and put up such a personal picture, of her gunshot wound, of her gunshot wound just to appease these sick fans out here, or these people that's out here. Like, Megan, you don't have to do all of this for people to believe you. If these people don't believe you, then let them not believe you. But I don't feel like you should be on a large platform like Instagram and putting up a picture like this is so disturbing. And you know, I'm definitely hoping that you know, are seeking some type of spiritual guidance in this whole situation and trying to cleanse yourself from all of these bad people that's around you, because you know, she seems to be very conflicted and she's tired, you know what I mean? She's out here trying to live her dream, but like she said before on her live, which I had put up on the YouTube channel, you guys can check that out. You know, she did talk about how hard it is in the music industry, and you know, her not having her parents and everything else. And you know, she's only like 25 years old, man. She's going through a lot, you know. But I just feel like if I could just talk to Megan, just, you know, I just feel like you shouldn't feel required to feel required to show certain things in your life just because you are a performer. Like, I mean, if you want, it's your foot. If you want the world to see your busted up foot, that's on you. But I just feel like it's just really starts to become emotionally and mentally draining, especially when you get to the point where you have to post a pic like this. Like, you know what I'm saying? In regards to Tory Lanez, I don't know. It's like she keeps talking about the injury, which is her right. She's a victim. But I just hope that she do the right thing. You know what I mean? I hope that she says, yes, he did it. But, you know, in reality of this whole hip-hop culture, no snitching stuff, I highly doubt that that's going to actually happen. So we don't know what's going to go on with this whole situation with Tory Lanez. But clearly Megan Thee Stallion is hurt. She keeps going on social media, blabbing about the situation. But it doesn't look as if there's anything being legally done, and she's not trying to, you know, cooperate with the police, because they were going to charge him for possibly attempted if you know what I mean, attempted murder. But that's what they're saying, allegedly. That's what I was hearing from other people, other sources was saying that, but they're actually allegedly supposed to be charging him with assault with a deadly weapon. And you know, Tory Lanez has a history of attacking women and being, a person who likes to, have short man syndrome and attack women. So, it's just really unfortunate that he actually took things to the next level with someone like Megan Thee Stallion, and she has so much going on with her. And, all I can do is just send her the best wishes, and I hope that she makes a full recovery, because mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically, I hope she does that, because it's not just the fact that she has a messed up foot or broken foot from a gunshot wound. That is a mental scar. That is an emotional scar. And especially if it was someone that she truly loved that did this to her, it's just like, where do you feel protected? Where do you feel safe? And the fact that your career is on the line, if you decide to do what's right to protect yourself, that's the sad part of society. And I just feel like collectively as society, we freaking suck. We shouldn't be trying to cancel somebody because they're a victim of domestic violence, and they decide to try to convict the person who allegedly did this to them and could have possibly taken their life if the bullet went the wrong way. I just feel like it's absolutely ridiculous, and it's absolutely sick. And I just feel like in this situation with Megan Thee Stallion, it's a damn shame that she can go on social media and post a gunshot wound, but she's too afraid because of what society will say to her or think about her about being the snitch, that she won't properly take the steps to prosecute the man who allegedly shot her in her foot. Okay, so definitely send out prayers to her, and I hope this all work out. Now, with me saying that, I'm going to lead over to this whole music video controversy in regards to Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion and the WAP video. Now, for me, and Kylie Jenner, for me, when I seen the music video, I was like, okay, the song is cool. I like the colors in the video. Was it sexually explicit? Yes. But it's hip hop. And these are not the first females to talk ratchet and nasty on any type of record. Okay. It all started like pretty much when it comes to really, really raunchy sex music, when it comes to hip hop artists. Female hip hop artists started back in the 90s. And male hip hop artists had also started back in the 90s as well. And, male hip-hop artists is known for being disrespectful towards women, vulgarity, sexualizing them, misogyny, all of these different things. And it's just really bothering me that everyone is going on a social protest over these two women putting out a music video and talking about their personal, sexual body parts, but men can sit here and talk about women and dog and drag them and, and everything else. It's okay. But when a female is actually talking about her own anatomy, everyone is like literally having a damn stroke. Like, oh, they're going to lose their mind. You know what I mean? It's like, really? And I'm not saying, oh, they're like, oh, we don't want our children influenced, and we don't want this, and we don't want that. How many of y'all, let's be real, how many of these people saying this right now, you know, what are they, like 51, 52? So this is not a generation of like a bunch of people from like the 1960s and 50s when the music industry was very censored and everyone had their morals, I guess, so-called intact and things. Y'all are people who downloaded and bought, excuse me, not downloaded, y'all purchased CDs and stuff like that by Luke and all these other people, Freak, and all these, you don't know, Do the Brown, all that other freak nasty songs that came out, the girls gyrating in bikinis, all type of that, Freaknik, all of that stuff. Okay, y'all come from that era, and also y'all come from the era of Lil' Kim, and everybody is sitting here going in on Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B for this music video, but they are forgetting Lil' Kim being on the front of her hardcore cover with her legs cocked wide open and her poom poom right there in your face. Now, listen, my thing is, I'm not saying that about Lil' Kim because I'm disrespecting her. I'm just stating facts because this is not, these two girls are not the first women to do sexual exploitation of themselves on a national platform for the sake of an entertainment purpose for adults. This is not new. And for most of the people that's out there that try to make it seem that way, I just be like, really? Because these people are in their 50s is probably talking all this crap right now, and these are the people that literally grew up on Luke, literally was out there at the Freaknik. I mean, half of you guys are probably mistakenly conceived off of some Luke, okay, because your mama and all of them was out here at the Freaknik getting it in. The only difference is, they had natural bodies, so it was just like your natural titties hanging out, your natural butt hanging out, this and this. But this generation is the year of the plastic Barbie dolls. So everybody got fake boobs, everyone got fake butts. So that's why they're so offended. They're so offended now, but they weren't offended in 1990 during the Freaknik. I don't know. Like, and that's the thing that just gets me. That's the thing that gets me about the situation, is because it's like, okay, if you're gonna go in on these two girls because they decided to put out a thing called WAP, wet, you know what I'm saying? I'm blanking it out. Everybody on my podcast found, why is she blanking out? Because I'm doing a YouTube video, so I can't actually say the title, but y'all know what WAP mean. Everyone is having this fit right now. Y'all definitely would probably listen to Luke and all of them. So, 2 Live Crew and all of that stuff. Okay, y'all was over probably bumping the Chronic. Y'all probably was on there on that hardcore hip hop stuff back in the day. Y'all was listening to Lil' Kim hardcore, and now y'all and not even trying to be funny, but let's talk about these new millennials. Like, a lot of y'all is offended and saying, "Oh, this is gonna affect." Listen, how many people that's like 40 years old was a mistaken pregnancy in the 1980s? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people were mistakes. It doesn't matter. The music itself doesn't dictate whether someone's going to be pregnant out of wedlock. These are decisions that, I mean, your parents are supposed to teach you how to use protection and the things that you shouldn't do. Now, granted, it will influence kids because, listen, I'm going to be real with you. When I was younger, people from my generation, I would say the ratchet, raunchy song of the year for a preteen to be singing was Kaya, My Neck, My Back. Lick my, okay, and majority of the people I know right now, that's same age as me, dance to that joint like it's a classic right now, and that's one nasty, ratchet old song, okay? But, a lot of the girls that I know that listen to that song, they wasn't teenage pregnancies, they just like singing My Neck, My Back. So it's just like, it is what it is. Just make sure that you pay attention to the things that your children is listening to. Try to have some type of guidance, but nasty things and freaky things have been around. I mean, this uncensorship has been around for over almost 30 years now. You know what I mean? About 35 years now. So it's like, this isn't nothing new under the sun. I'm not as offended as people is. Do I feel like they should have to put themselves out there like that? No. But I mean, it's their decision. They're grown women. And if you don't want your kids watching it, make sure that you're paying attention and monitoring, their web pages on YouTube. Make sure that you put them on, child protection lock and everything else that's needed so your children don't see certain things. They are adult entertainers. We are aware that they are an adult entertainer. So, maybe you should make sure that your child is not watching Cardi B before a certain age. But if a child is at a certain age, there's certain things that you can't even do, because once a child hits 16, 17, 18, they already are out there in the world and they're going to find whatever they want to find. So I don't feel like they should put all the accountability on Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B because they decided to talk about having wet. And honestly, all it is about sex. Everybody has sex. We all came from sex. We just need to make sure that we're sexing responsibly, and we're being very careful about who is allowed to hear this type of music. If you're a parent, do your job. Do your job and make sure your child is not listening to that music. If you don't want your child to be listening to Cardi B, don't have her listening to Cardi B. Make sure that you put her on, I don't know, Disney Channel radio instead of putting it on the mainstream radio stations, because you know that's not, you know, what you want your child to see. And if you feel like your child is listening to something like that, you know, or you think they're just thinking around doing such a thing, then maybe you should sit down and talk to them and explain to them, just because Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion want somebody to touch their wet or whatever, that doesn't mean that you're supposed to do it. These are grown women who are 25 years old, and they have the right to do so because they are grown adults and they have the right to talk about their sexuality and stuff like that. But you are, as a child, you're supposed to act like a child and stay in a child's place. I don't see why it's so hard for people to do that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, this, to me, it's just like, it's not offensive to me because this isn't anything new under the sun. And now for everybody that's out there complaining about Kylie Jenner being in a music video, okay, I get it. Everyone feels like the Kardashians are social procreators, blah, 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 blah. But the thing is that a lot of people within the community actually accept them into the culture. So I don't know how they can actually be fully, you know, culture vultures when they're accepted into a culture. You know, a lot of people do support them that is within the culture. And honestly, to me, what Cardi B did was a business PR move. Okay, she did, and she accomplished what she wanted to accomplish. The woman put Kylie Jenner in a music video, and of course, I don't think they needed Kylie Jenner to do the numbers, because Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion is already superstars in their own right. They're talented, and you know, they have enough traction for them to have hit #1 in a week. But they were thinking as businesswomen and thinking, hey, what if we add her to here? What if we put her in this music video? What can it do for the marketing and expansion of this song? And clearly it worked, because at this point you got conservatives talking about Cardi B and everything else on Fox News. So clearly it worked, because she done bothered y'all so much that y'all literally helped to expose her to even more people. So literally what I can say about Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion, or if this is Cardi B's idea of adding Kylie Jenner to it, is there's some marketing geniuses. They know exactly what they're doing. They're provoking emotion. Really the key to growing in this entertainment realm or media realm is to provoke emotion. And that's what these young ladies did. They provoked emotion. They had y'all think, they had y'all bothered, and then you threw Kylie Jenner in there for making y'all feel some type of way. And then they add your favorite other upcoming hip-hop artists or performers and female artists in the videos towards the end to really provoke emotion and make you guys feel like it's one united front, which is smart, and I can't really complain about it. Y'all tell me what y'all think about that subject right there. That's where we're going with that situation, man, because honestly, yeah, that's just how I feel. DJ.